Hi friends, welcome back to another video here on the channel. You guys, I am so excited. Today is a special video. So I will say that BoxyCharm videos are some of my favorite videos to do every single month. I really look forward to my BoxyCharms. I really enjoy them. Does that mean I love every single product I get every time? Of course not, but I just think it's a lot of fun. I love the element of surprise, whereas for like Ipsy, you know everything that you're getting before you get it. It's like a surprise, and I think it's fun. So today is actually a rare unboxing. Normally, everything is separate, but I have my PR box. So this is sent to me from BoxyCharm to review every month, and this is the base box. This is the May 2022 base box. But then, like, on my porch together this morning was my PR base box and then my paid for premium box. So normally I do them separately because they come at separate times, but we're going to do a double unboxing, and then it is so cool because we've got like enough stuff between the boxes to like do a full face of try on, and I love that. So we're going to use everything from both boxes. The way that I do my BoxyCharm unboxings is we're going to go through everything in the first part of the video, and then if you want to see everything tried out and used and put to the test, then in the second part, we try everything out together. And I do that because I know that not everybody wants to see everything used. Some people just want to see what's in the box, and I get that. So that is why we do it this way. So we're going to unbox both boxes, then we're going to try everything out. But before we get into that, if you're new on the channel, I'm so glad you're here. My name is Jeannie. I hope you'll decide to stick around. I do have 2 giveaways going on right now. Both of them will be linked in the description box below in case you want to get an entry. Make sure you're subscribed and then leave a comment on the giveaway videos. And yeah, so definitely check that out. It'll all be linked in the description box below. And without further ado, let's get into unboxing these goodies. So again, this is the base box. This costs $27.99. So $28, you get 5 full-size products, and it's a monthly subscription. You get to choose 1 out of your 5, and let's jump in. So every single month, we do get a theme card. The theme for May is Super Bloom, which is, of course, really cute for May. Then on the flip side, you're going to have all of the products that are in your variation, along with a little information about each one, and the retail price, which I love, because I love seeing the value that I'm getting. Even though this one is sent to me for review, I buy my own one of these too. So that one will be later in the month. And then I also buy my premium. So anyhow, let's jump in. Now, first and foremost, this came as something separate for the BoxyCharm influencers or whatever. It is from Ipsy, and it is the Dazzling 5-Blade Razor Kit in the shade Coral Crush. So this is basically so that we can let you guys know that Ipsy refreshments are now available in the BoxyCharm sales. But let's go ahead and check it out. So, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of glad they sent this to me. This is really cool. So it's got a nice razor blade. The blade itself has some serious weight to it. It feels really nice. The top part is like a silvery, like metal feeling. And then the bottom part is like that rubbery matte feeling. And then it does come with 2 5-blade razors, and then also one of these things where you can stick it to the wall on your shower or wherever you want to keep your razor. So I actually think that's pretty cool. And with refreshments, you can choose a one-time purchase, or you can choose to refill whatever it is that you want, the deodorant, the soaps, the razors, and you can choose the frequency in which you want to receive it, like every month, every 3 months, every 6 months, whatever. At least that's the way it is in Ipsy. I would imagine they're probably offering it the same way in BoxyCharm, although I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But Ipsy refreshments are now available in the BoxyCharm sales. So there's that. And thank you so much, BoxyCharm, for sending this my way. I'll definitely put them to use because, you guys, it is shaving season. All right, so there's that. The first product in my box is from Skin Inc. and it is their Serum Glow Filter. It retails for $50. We do use it in the second part of the video together. It's kind of like a skincare makeup hybrid, and I really love multitasking products like that. Again, I know that some people don't want to see any skincare in their boxes. I am not that person. What I want to see is a healthy balance between skincare, makeup, hair care. I love skincare and I love getting it in my boxes, and this was actually really nice. And you guys, it looks really, really cool. Look at that. But when it comes out, you're not actually like putting beads on your face. It's magic. I don't know. But so yeah, just hang tight if you want to see it put to use. But that is the first product in the box. Next, we got from Pharmacy. This is their Honeymoon Body Glow. It's 12% AHA, BHA resurfacing serum with honey and prickly pear for your body. So that's interesting. We definitely see Pharmacy in the box in the past. I know the whipped cream cleanser was a big thing that everybody was loving. That month, I chose whatever the other product was. I don't know why, probably because I just had too many cleansers at the time. But I'm definitely excited to see Pharmacy in the box again. It does retail for $40. It says it's a body hydrating and resurfacing serum that instantly softens rough skin, eliminates bumps with AHA and BHAs, leaving skin remarkably smooth with a lit from within glow. So cool, Pharmacy. Next, from Ciate London, we got the Dewey Blush. Mine is in the shade Coconut. Of course, I have it on right now because we try it in the later part of the video together. These retail for $22. I do believe that with these, there was 4 colors that you could have gotten. Like I said, mine is in the shade Coconut. Really pretty neutral, dewy, of course, like it says, a blush. I actually really, really like it. So yeah, there's that. And then next, this is from K Cosmetics, which I have not heard of before, but this is their Creamy Liquid Velvet Lipstick. It costs $22. It says, unlike any other lip color you've ever seen, this liquid velvet lipstick is the product, and the is in all capitals. It is the product, okay, that you need to add to make your kit. Formulated with the creamy, lightweight, long-wearing formula, make a unique statement with your fashion-forward vibe. Alrighty then. And this is what she looks like. Mine is in the shade Bubbly. And so we actually got 2 lip products within these unboxings, and I did use the other one, but we swatched this one later in the video if you want to see it swatched. Actually has a lot more pigment than I was anticipating. And then last but not least, from Basic Beauty, this is the eyeshadow primer. It retails for $18. This is an eyelid primer base formulated with hemp seed oil to moisturize and maximize color intensity for a crease-free look that lasts up to 12 hours. Actually, it's so funny because obviously I filmed the second part of the video first and then come on with my makeup done, and I didn't read that, and it's so funny because I said how hydrating it felt to the eyelid. So I definitely agree with the claim that it is hydrating, and I'm a dry skin girl, so I definitely appreciate that, especially on my eyelids. I tend to get these tiny little dry patches, and then when you try and do your eye makeup, the pigment will like stick weird to those patches. So I actually really, really enjoyed this. And we have seen Basic Beauty in the box before. I remember like a summer lip oil that I actually really liked. And maybe a couple other things, but the summer lip oil is the one that comes to mind. And now we have the primer. So for the retail value of the base box, the retail value of this specific variation was $152, which reminds you, you're paying $28. So I definitely see the value there. Looking at the box as a whole, I think it was nice. It's definitely nice to see Pharmacy in the box. I will be honest, this felt really, really good on the skin. I know if you're not a skincare person, then, you don't want this. But, I mean, it's got a $50 value, and I did use it, obviously. obviously it's on me right now, and it was actually really, really nice. So I'm excited to have it in my collection. The Ciate London Dewey Blush, at first thought I wasn't super excited about it, but then after using it, it's beautiful. I actually really, really like it, and it's definitely a blush that will go well for my neutral looking days, like when I'm doing a neutral eye look, kind of something similar today. Today's like neutral with a twist, but we'll get into that with the premium box. But yeah, I ended up really, really liking it, and I'm glad to add it to my liquid blush collection. I really did like the eye primer, and the lippy we have yet to try. We'll try it out together on a later date. Now, I do want to quickly mention, you guys, we're going to jump into the premium unboxing. Just because something is sent to me in PR, and that includes BoxyCharm, I'm not going to give everything a glowing review just because it came to me in PR. BoxyCharm does not expect that. They expect us to review the box completely honestly and give our full honest opinions on the box as a whole and each individual product as well. And they tell us to use our own creative vibe and do it however we want. So just because this came in PR, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna love everything or I'm gonna give it some glowing review. I'm gonna always be honest about my reviews. That is how we roll over here. But this particular box I think was pretty good, and I'm happy with the products in it. So moving right along, this box is paid for. I purchased this one. It does cost $40. You're going to get 6 to 7 full-size products, and you get to customize 2. Again, we have the monthly theme card, Super Bloom, and again, on the opposite side, we're going to have all of our products. Yada, yada, yada. You know the drill. Let's get in. Okay, so of course, the first product that I chose here, this is from Loose Beauty. Please forgive me, you guys. I am not bilingual, but it's La Flora de Mexico palette, and I do not speak Spanish. I am not trying to in any way disrespect the language by trying to pronounce it. I just did my best. So if I butchered it, I do apologize. You guys, this is a beautiful palette. It's got a beautiful outside packaging. It's not going to look perfect because we did use it in the look today, but this is how it looks. You guys, I have got to swatch this color for you. This is the color Birds of Paradosa, which I would imagine in English is probably Birds of Paradise. Look at that color. It's got a golden green shift. It is so wet and beautiful looking. You guys, this palette is beautiful. I highly recommend hanging out for the try-on portion so you can see this baby in action. Another cool feature on this palette is the mirror actually is like it comes off. And then you've got a cute little message there. And then you can pop it right back on. So it's magnetized, but it does come off. And I just think that it's beautiful. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous neutral palette. And I highly recommend that if you don't get premium and you see this in the upcoming BoxyCharm Mega Drop Shop, I highly recommend picking it up. Again, just hang tight for the next part of the video and we'll create this eye look together with it. Now, this is another choice product. This is from, oh, I am so sorry. The palette retails for $30. This is my other choice item. Again, we use this together in the later part of the video, and oh my God, did I love this one. This is from Skin & Company Roma. It is the Truffle Therapy Ultra Pure Facial Oil. It retails for $68, so quite a price tag on that. This is what the packaging looks like. That is a glass bottle, and then it's got a gold dropper. I really, really, really liked this. It smells so good, just very light and fresh, almost like a summer day at the beach, but just a hint. And that is how I like it. I don't like overly perfumed skincare products, but this just smelled so good to me, absorbed into my skin beautifully and like almost immediately. I really, really liked this. I think this was up against like a balancing serum, and I've got so many serums in my collection right now that I wanted to go with a face oil this time, and I am so glad that I did. I will definitely be looking for a backup on this in the upcoming BoxyCharm Mega Drop Shop that opens on Monday, you guys. So moving right along, the next product is from LaRousse Beauty. It is a 3-piece brush set, you guys. I love LaRousse Beauty brushes. I have purchased them every time I see them on the BoxyCharm sales for backups. I am somebody that believes like you can't have enough makeup brushes. I have a huge collection, but I love my brushes and I love quality brushes, so I am so happy to get them in my box. This 3-piece set retails for $50. It's got a flat angled contouring brush, an angled shading brush, and let's see, flat angle, contour blending, and angled shading brush. All of the LaRousse brushes have these kind of like studded handles, which I really like, and that is what the first one looks like. They are so soft, you guys. I am obsessed with their brushes. And then we got, whoops, this one. To me, this is kind of like maybe a blush, highlight, maybe setting under the eyes. And you can use it for whatever you want. But the quality on these brushes, you guys, are just oomph. And I am definitely happy to have me some more. And that is what the third one looks like. And then you do get a really cute carrying case with these brushes with the kiss marks. So definitely happy to have these. Next, we got something from Elemis. It is their Superfood Midnight Facial. It retails for $50. I love anything Elemis. I can't think of anything from the brand that I have tried that I did not love. I have a whole ton of their stuff in my skincare collection, along with an amazing primer. If you ever have the opportunity to try this primer, it is the Pro Collagen Insta Smooth Primer. It has anti-aging properties right in the primer, and it is such a good primer. I am like almost gone. I probably have that much left, and I just keep holding off finishing it because I don't want to not have it in my collection. I know that sounds silly, but I got it on a BoxyCharm sale probably over a year ago, so I probably do need to just finish it up, but I never see it on there anymore, and I definitely keep my eyes peeled for it. But anyhow, today we have the Superfood Midnight Facial. It says that it's a prebiotic overnight sleeping cream that leaves dry, thirsty skin feeling soft, radiant, replenished with moisture upon waking. Infused with superfoods and banana flour, coconut or cocoa rib extract, vitamins, mineral-rich formula. So, yeah, we've got a really nice Elemis product that I am excited to try. Ooh, I love the packaging with the hot pink. That is adorable. Now, I'll be honest with you, I do have a lot of skincare open already, so I'll just put this in my skincare drawer until I'm ready to open it, because it does have a time clock once it's opened, and I don't want to not be able to use it. So I'm not going to open it today. But then this is the lip that I chose to use in the look later on in the video. It's from KVD Beauty, and it is the XO Lip Gloss. Mine is in the shade Magnolia. This retails for $19. That is the shade on it. So it's kind of like a neutral brown tone. Again, I do have it on right now, and we use it later in the video together. And then last but not least, from Base Blue Cosmetics, we have Dry and Wet Dual Action Facial Cleansing Wipes. Ready to go towelettes that whisk away any face or eye makeup without irritation. The Dry Beauty Wipes foam up once activated with water and gently remove any excess oil, slough off any dead skin cells. Each individually wrapped. Wipe can be used as a pair or a double cleansing to take off heavy makeup after a night out. The retail value on this is $21, and let's see here. How many does it come with? Okay, so it looks like it comes with 20 in here, 10 wet and 10 dry. Okay, so for some reason I thought they were all dry and then you activated them with water, but here on the back it says that there's 10 wet and 10 dry, so that's interesting. I am somebody who does still use wipes. I try to be earth-friendly where I can. I definitely believe in cutting out things that we don't need to help our planet, but if I'm being honest with you, I still do use makeup wipes. I find them convenient and I try to do what I can. I don't litter, I recycle, but I do use makeup wipes. So I'm actually kind of happy to try these out. And then if you're curious, the total retail value on my premium variation was $238. So not bad for a $40 subscription box. All in all, I'm really, really happy with it. There's not one thing in the whole box that I'm not excited to have. So this was a good month for me. I am really, really happy with my variations, both of them. I'm excited to see what I have in store for my paid for base box, which will be here later in the month. And that's going to be it for this portion of the video. Hang tight so that we can try everything out together. Hey beauties, if you decided to hang out with me for the try on portion, I'm so glad you're here, and let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it because I am excited to try this stuff out. I feel like these were good boxes this month and I'm excited. So I have a freshly washed face with absolutely nothing on. So we're going to be doing the whole shebang since we have skincare products to try and whoops, almost kind of like a skincare priming hybrid. We're going to start with those. Now I am dry skinned. So for me, before I go in with any makeup, I do like a face oil and then a moisturizer. So this is a perfect time to try the Skin & Co. Roma Truffle Therapy Ultra Pure Facial Oil. It says that it's made in Italy, so that is really cool. Again, the packaging is really nice. It is definitely a glass bottle. It's very luxe looking with, you know, the clear and gold. It does retail for $68. And it says that it's going to give you that lit from within look. So I'm trying to figure out how this actually, okay, yeah, so it's a dropper. And I'm just going to take some out, put it in my fingertips, and pat it on my face. Okay, so, ooh, it smells really, really nice. It smells very fresh, not overly perfumey in any type of way, but it's got a little bit of like sweet almond coconut, I was going to say flavor, scent to it. And it does almost feel like a flavor. Feels like you want to pour a little bit in your coffee or something. Very sweet, but yet not overpowering and still very natural. It's definitely like a dry oil consistency where it kind of just sinks right in. Actually, I am really, really, really liking this. And this is something that I would always do while getting ready before going in with complexion products is, you know, use a facial oil. So I have some in my collection that I really like and use, but I'm definitely excited to have this. In fact, I think I'm just going to add just a couple more drops. So I added about 4 drops the first time. Now I'm just going to press in about 2 more. You might not need that much, but my skin is just drinking this up and it's making my skin feel so soft. It's not leaving any residue behind. My skin is literally just sucking it in and it feels really nice. And I just want to make sure I'm kind of getting it even a little bit on my eyelids because I am a dry girl. God, that is nice. I'm really, really glad that I chose this one over the serum. Right now, I just have so many serums. I mean, I have a lot of skincare all together, but I have more serums that I need to get through right now than I do facial oils. So that is really why I went with that, but I am so glad that I did. I'm just getting a little wet wipe here in case we need it while we're doing all this. So now what we'll go in with next is this. Now, this was from the premium box. Now, dipping into the base box, this is from Skin Inc. This retails for $50. It says glow up with the world's first skincare makeup serum filter. Since we kind of talked about all this in the beginning of the video, I think we're just going to kind of get into it, but I'll just mention what it is that I'm using. So apparently this is kind of like one of those skincare makeup hybrid situation dealios, and I am all about that. I do think that it's very unique looking and beautiful. And we're going to kind of, I guess since this is like a primer type dealio, maybe I should first go in with a pore filling primer really quick, because I always double prime. I'll use something for pore and line filling and then use something for a little bit of luminosity, being a dry skinned girl. So I'm just going to go in with this instant filler from Rodile very quickly in my T-zone. This is just something that I just had sitting right here, so that is why I'm going to go in with that and just kind of press it in to my porous areas. And then we'll go in with the other one, because the other one's kind of like an illuminating one, and just want to make sure that I get my base on properly today. Okay, so we've got the pore and line filling. God, I really like that first one that I used. I feel like it gave me a nice glow alone with that. I might be looking like the Tin Man here in a minute. But we're going to go ahead and try it. I'm going to give it a little shake, although it looks pretty thick. I don't know if I need to shake it. All right. Any day now. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that is the consistency of it. I don't notice much of a smell. The Rodile primer does have a scent to it, and I'm kind of just smelling that right now. But, okay, so this is a very nice, glidey, light texture, and it just really glides over the skin very nicely. Have to see how it soaks in. Wow, that's really nice too. I'm really liking these today. My skin feels so nice and soft right now. I'm happy with that too. So that's cool. I definitely can't wait to continue to use these, but I am on first impressions. I'm happy with both of these so far. So we'll set those aside. Okay, thinking about all of the products that are left to try. We've got eyeshadow primer, lippies, but we don't have complexion or brows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop off really quick, put the things on that we don't have to try together, and then we'll come back and try out all of the rest of the products. Okay, guys, so I just put on some stuff, that type of products that we don't have in the box to try, and now we can move on with the funner makeup stuff. So let's jump in. Okay, so we do have that eyeshadow primer and the blush. We've got two different lip products. So the eyeshadow primer, I'm not sure about this brand. Oh, this is Basic Beauty. I thought it was Bessie earlier. Okay, so I'm familiar with Basic Beauty. I think we got some of their lip oils in the box before, and different things, but we're going to go ahead and prime our eyes. We can jump into the palette and the blush and the lip stuff. So I'm trying to see here. Okay, so this is starting off with a really tiny amount, because normally eye primers, you know, you don't need a whole lot. Might be able to prime both eyes. Okay, so it's got a really velvety feel to it. It does have a little bit of color correction properties going on, but not much. Like, yeah, it blurred out a little bit, which I like. I do like to have a little bit of color blurring going on in my eye primers, because I've got some veins that you can see through my lids and that kind of thing. This also feels nice and hydrating, which I personally appreciate, because you might even be able to see it. Like, I get these little dry patches on my lids sometimes because I am so dry skinned. And that kind of helps because it can really mess up your eyeshadow look when pigments are sticking to your dry patches. Man, I got warm down here. Need to like get a fan going or something. So yeah, I actually think that primer feels really nice. I like to make sure that I'm getting it in my inner corners a little bit as well. And then basically from the lash line up to the brows is how I do my primer. So, all right, that feels nice. Happy with that. We're gonna jump into the Tresluz Beauty eyeshadow palette. La Flora de Mexico. Again, you guys, I mean, no disrespect if I'm butchering that. I'm not bilingual, so, but this is a pretty palette. And the shadows that I've tried in the past, I have really liked. So I can tell you right away that there's a color right here that is definitely calling me. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera, but it's definitely got like a duo shift, a little bit of golden and then a little bit of a green shift to it. Yeah, I don't know if my camera's picking that up or not, but this is a beautiful neutral palette, just gorgeous. And I expect the formula to be decent and nice because the things that I've tried, the shadows that I've tried in the past from her have been really good quality. So I'm expecting and hoping the same. And let's get some brushes going. Okay, so I'm just going to grab this. This is, oh, this is a brand new brush. So that's good. I actually just got this in a box that I bought off of Macari. But anyhow, it's just a blending brush. And I'm going to start with a transition shade. I'm going to go in with Morning Glory, which is that shade right there. And I'm just going to take some of that and start to warm up my crease area. Because I have hooded eyes, I like to bring my transition shades just above my natural crease. It gives the illusion of a bigger, more open eye. Now, I did not set my primer. If you are somebody with oily skin or the insides of your lids get oily, I definitely recommend setting it, but mine don't. I just don't produce oil like that. So sometimes I'll set it, but a lot of times I'll choose not to because I really like the vibrancy that my shadows will get when I don't. But I definitely recommend setting it if you produce those oils, or if you're not super good at blending, setting them will help blend your shadows a lot more effortlessly. I don't mind taking my time blending, so I just sometimes don't bother. But that's a really nice transition shade. As you can see, it just is very neutral, but very pretty. And it went on beautifully. So no complaints there. Let me just pull some of these over here. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to take another blending brush, and let me just take my shadow switch here and make sure I don't have any residual eyeshadow on here. Just kind of give it a good dusting. And I really think I kind of want to go in with this green color right here. I've really been liking greens. I hope that I don't regret this, but we're just going to go for it. So I'm going to take this and bring it into the crease. It's kind of like a mauve-y green. You know, it's not like a lime green or a deep green. But I'm just going to work this into the crease to start building some definition into the look. you guys can hear my toddlers, I apologize. They are ranting and raving up there. That blended in really, really nicely. I'm going to build it up just a little bit more. By the way, that shade is called Jardin. Really just kind of focusing it mostly on the outer V this time and then blending it out once the shadow is kind of placed. And then so far, I do think that the shadows are layering nicely. Sometimes you get those palettes that once you start layering colors on top of each other, they start just looking like a muddy mess. And I'm definitely not seeing that here. So that is good. Of course, we'll like clean up edges and all of that with concealer once the eye look is completed. I always save my concealer for one of the last parts of the eye step, just in case we got any fallout. That way we can clean it up and then go in with the concealer. But that's really pretty, actually. Very, very neutral. This is a neutral palette, so it's going to be neutral. Man, I need to get like a fan going down here. I'm like really sweating right now. It's warming up a little bit now. Okay, so that is beautiful. I'm loving it, but I do think that I'm just grabbing another brush. I do want to deepen up the outer V just a little bit more. I'm going to go in with the darkest color in this palette. It's called Chocolate Cosmos, and it's right there on the edge. And I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that color and just bring it on this outer V. And I'm just trying to be pretty precise with my placement with this one. Really focusing it on the outer part here. And then of course just blending once the pigment is off the brush. I'm going to use that first brush that I used for the transition shade. I'm not putting any product on it, but I'm just kind of lightly dusting over the edges of where all these shadows are meeting to give us a seamless blend. And now we're going to go in with some shimmers. So, I've got some ideas here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all over the lid with this green one, and then I'm going to pop some of that one that's got like a green and golden shift to it in the center of the lid and see how it works out. So I am going to use my finger. Ooh, that looks really pigmented and pretty. And I'm just going to start tapping it onto the lid. And I am taking this color from the inner corner, you know, until where the darker part of the mattes are over there. Not inner corner, but just inner part of the lid, sorry. Okay, that is gorgeous. And there is still so much pigment on my finger. Woo, okay. Now, for this, I'm going to use my little pinky so that I can get it in the right spot that I want. I'm going to go in, the green shade, by the way, is called Nopal, and now we're going in with Birds of, I think it's like Spanish for paradise. I don't know. But that is, again, this shade right here. And I'm going to pick some up with my pinky. Yeah, you can see the shift there. Wow, is that pretty. And I'm going to pop this on the center of the lid. I'm going to pick up a little bit more here. You guys, this shade is gorgeous. Whoa. That is really pretty, you guys. Wow. I'm really, really happy with that. So I do want to use like a highlight color, and the highlight color in here is matte. So whenever this happens, my favorite thing to pull out is not my Ofra banana powder. Where you be? My Ofra retrograde highlighter, because I love that light color in there. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of that under the brow bone, and you like literally don't need much at all. It's so blinding. And then I am going to do the inner corner and underneath the lash line, but I do that after my concealer is placed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to catch the other eye up to where we're at. Then we'll finish it off and move on with the rest of the products to try. Okay, so we're back. I just completely finished off the eyes because I had to do the concealer and the highlight, and those weren't part of the boxes. And the only other thing that I did from the palette was just add the darkest matte color to the bottom lash line. But I love the finished look. I think it's beautiful. And you guys, I realized something. The mirror comes off. It's like magnetized to the back, but it can be taken off to look up close. And then there's like a little cute message on there. That is super cute. I really, really like this palette, and I like the final result. I'm really happy with it. So we've got to try the Ciate London Dewey Blush, and then we'll pick one of the lippies to try. So let's go ahead and check out the blush. Mine is in the shade Coconut. So it looks like a super neutral shade. I don't even know if it's going to show up on me. I kind of wish I would have got one of the brighter shades, but that's okay. So since this is like, oh yeah, that'll definitely show up. Okay, it's just a browner. Actually, I guess it'll probably go with the neutral look that I have going. But since it is like a liquid blush, I'm going to tap it on with my fingers and then blend it in with my beauty blender. So I'm just going to kind of, we can always go in with more. Which I think I probably will, but let's just start with this. So I'm just going to grab my beauty blender and just press it into the skin. Ooh, that's actually really pretty. Wow. I'm really, really, really happy that I got this in my PR box, because I chose the concealer for my other box. And really, the only reason that I even chose the concealer is because I figured that I would probably get this in my PR box. I didn't know if they would like try and guess on complexion shades for the PR box, but I did see some people with the PR box get the concealer. So you never know what you're going to get in your PR box, I guess, but I am so glad that I got this, and it is really pretty. Definitely dewy. In fact, I think I'm probably going to skip out on a highlight with this. I don't know how much you would love this if you were oily, but for somebody that is looking for all the dew, this is beautiful. Very neutral in color with the shade Coconut, but they do have, I think there was 4 different shades that you could have gotten. But I'm happy with it. Gives just a wash of color and a really pretty glow to the apple of your cheeks. Yeah, definitely not going to go in with any highlighter today on the cheeks. Going to leave that glow go. But let's talk about the 2 lip products. One of them was in the premium. That is the KVD. The KVD lip gloss in the shade Magnolia. And that is Actually, it's kind of like a darker brown. It might actually go with the look. I was actually leaning more towards the one that came in the base box from, what is this brand again? V Cosmetics with a K. This is the Creamy Liquid Velvet Lipstick. And this is in the shade Bubbly. I think I might go for this one. Let's just swatch them both. Okay, so this is Bubbly. Wow, that is a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. Whoa. I thought this was going to be more of like a sheer color. Okay, so that's Bubbly. This is the KVD. Both are a gloss finish, in my opinion. Although the other one says it's a velvet finish, so maybe it dries down. Now, I don't typically do like a brown lipstick. I like neutrals, but this is a little bit more deeper toned, but we're just gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna just line my lips really quickly with the Dragon Beauty. I've got a lip mask on right now. I always do that when I'm getting ready, just so that my lips are nice and soft for when I want to apply my lip product. Sorry, guys, it's hard to talk when you're lining your lips, so I'm just trying to get this over with really quickly here. I used this lip liner because I feel like it can go with anything. Now we're just going to apply some of this. I don't want to go in too heavy-handed because I don't want a super dark lip with this. It actually feels really nice on the lips. And that's that. I actually really like it. I do like when I'm doing a neutral lip, I wouldn't classify this as neutral because it's dark. I like a lighter neutral, but yeah, it does feel really nice on the lips. So, okay, that is it. That is our double BoxyCharm May unboxing with the base box, the premium box. I'm still waiting on my paid for base box, so you know we'll be back with that. But thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me. I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.